Hi, my name is Landon Anderson, and for this ProAm assignment, I decided to shadow Rob Anderson, CEO of Superior Water and Air, and General Manager of Superior Water Air, Todd Jameson. Going into this assignment, I really didn't know what to expect. I really thought that I wouldn't learn anything new, but really I learned that it's going to take a lot of hard work and lots of schooling to get through and learn what I need to learn for marketing and to sell. So I asked Rob Anderson, what are the main tasks that you do on a typical day? And he says that when he gets to work, he usually looks at reports from customers, and he looks at statistics to see if they are selling from month to month, what the percentage is from when they go to appointment and sell. He makes strategic adjustments if they're selling rough on a day or really not, in the mood to sell. He's going to make those adjustments to help the company to see if those adjustments will change the day around. He meets with his management team to see if the company's doing well, to really see if everyone's on the right track. He meets with his suppliers. He meets with his marketing staff, his marketing team, he likes to call it, which is really important to him because he's big on the marketing standpoint. He's big influence on that. He loves to really force himself to come up with new ways to market his products. He checks on his installation apartment, and probably the most important thing he does in his daily tasks are he motivates his salespersons. He sells people. This is really important to him because he knows almost everything, every employee in his company, and if they're not doing well, then he's going to have to encourage them to do good. And when he does and they perform well, then they just get a better relationship with each other, and that is really beneficial for him. Occasionally, when the company gets really busy, he goes out himself and sells, and he really enjoys that because that's hands-on with what he does. So his most important activities he does in a day is he makes sure customers are happy, and that's pretty much every CEO's responsibility, and this is his main objective in his day, because if customers aren't happy, then his business is going to go downhill. When customers are happy, they usually refer to Superior Water and Air for services to get done, and that's really beneficial for their company. He makes sure Costco and Home Depot managers are happy because they sell through Costco and Home Depot. Pretty much all their sales come from them, and that's a big part of their company. He deals with any problems related with employees. So if they want to quit or he has to fire them, he's the person who has to do it, which is a hard thing, but he really enjoys that because he's met a lot of people along the way. So problems or challenges in his typical day. Slow business creates problems itself because you're going to have employees sitting around and not really doing any work. They're just on their phone. But also being busy creates another problem because lots of times they sometimes run out of supplies, and they don't have enough employees to get around to all those people. So they have to schedule 2 to 3 weeks out, which people really don't want to do that, so they lose business, and that really hurts their company too. So some benefits of the job are business travel. It's a big thing because he loves to go around the country and other countries to see what other companies are doing with their marketing plans and see how they're doing with each product, how they're selling it. Bonuses and good business times. When they're having good business, they can pick their own bonus, which is really beneficial for him. Probably the most beneficial thing is a flexible work schedule. This is really beneficial for him because if he needs to take a trip or needs to stay at home for a day because he's sick, he can and can get to work the very next day, which is really important to him. So, required training and qualification. He says really there's no need for education required. You just need to learn how to sell really good, which that's through experience. For him, he went through 4 years of college and he has 25 years of experience on the job, which is really, really good, I guess. So the entry-level jobs for this position is salesman, operations, or installation manager, service manager. All jobs that can lead to this position. So just an average salesman and a plumber, any of those jobs. Some special skills needed for this occupation. Pretty much, really, you want to be able to get along with people. That's really important because if you can't, then you're not going to be able to communicate with your customers. And you're going to need to have patience and to be able to take action and to be able to problem solve. Problem solving is really big because you're going to have lots of problems, either with your vehicle, with this equipment, or just with the customer not wanting to cooperate. You're going to need accounting skills for adding up checks and salaries, and you're going to need sales skills for sure, selling water heaters and HVAC. So the technology used in this job, he doesn't really use a lot of technology. He just uses his computer, his car, and his cell phone to communicate with all of his people. The advice that for someone to try and reach his position, he gives the advice: don't be afraid to start at the bottom and work your way up. Lots of people just want to start in the middle and try to work their way up, but if a really good job offers you a really low position and not really paying good, then just work your butt off and get to where you can move up in the company. And then he says for continual education opportunities, he says to learn about new products coming up, going into a business and you knowing that new products are coming and you can recommend that to the owner, it really impresses them. And go to sales trainings. This is really important because lots of people they think they are good at sales, but when they actually get on the job, they stumble and don't get the job done. So these sales trainings help you with that. And go to best business practices meetings. Basically what that is you go to these meetings with 20 to 30 different companies and you go find out what they do and how they sell their product. That's really important to Rob Anderson because he really didn't know when he came into a problem, he really didn't know how to fix it. So he went to one of these meetings and one other business had the exact same problem. He learned about it and he corrected himself, and it really pushed their company forward. And that's why he goes to a lot of these meetings nowadays too, because of his good experiences, and see if he can really improve on what he's doing right now. I really enjoyed shadowing Rob Anderson and Todd Jameson for my ProAm assignment for marketing, and I hope that I can go to school and learn more about marketing. And